Guys, this is the second Westinghouse Sidewinder. If you saw my first video, I talked all about the first one on there. You can see this one is missing the cover that goes over the switch. I'm hoping that there's some sort of easy replacement for that. I could just wrap it with electrical tape. It'd look halfway like it's supposed to. But anyhow, we're going to test this one out the same way we tested the first one. My friend Kevin is going to serve as cameraman, while Andy is also filming with his professional camera. So yeah, don't worry about getting me in the shot at all. I'm not important. It's all about the things. So like we did last time, we're going to test it first in series with the light bulb. Now, for those who haven't seen this before, and for Kevin, who I know hasn't seen this before, anytime I'm testing something that's really old, I wire it in series with a light fixture, so that if there's like a short or something, the worst thing you get is a bright light. So it prevents letting the magic smoke out.
Don't want magic smoke.
No, well, we want magic smoke. We want it to stay in, where it belongs. What did I plug it into? It just started on its own. I guess I didn't get a chance to plug it in with the light bulb first. Oh well. Well, at least no, it wasn't gonna explode.
No explosion.
Okay. So here's the light bulb here. You can go ahead and show that if you want to, Kevin. This is what I have it wired in series with right now, which is 200 watt bulb, 250 watt bulbs. And so if something is wrong, we'll know because we'll get a bright light, but instead we're getting a little bit of fan. I'm assuming this is the low speed. I can't tell because the switch cover is missing. Ooh. Got a bad contact there. We got some sizzling happening. Got another bright light. And off. Is that contact just bad? Here, I'm going to unplug it for a second, and I'm going to get the, it just seemed like that contact wasn't making a strong connection. It just arced a little bit, so we're just going to, yeah, that screw is loose. So if we tighten this down, the screwdriver isn't big enough, but it's too big, rather. Got a smaller one over here.
So I was telling Kevin how we met.
Oh!
My dad was building this garage and wanted a cool ceiling fan for it. So he kind of recruited me to do the research. And I eventually stumbled upon this internet community of vintage ceiling fan collectors.
True.
And I said, oh, here's this guy in Madison. I'll email him and see if he's got anything for sale.
Yeah.
And I was particularly looking for a Hunter Original, which is another kind of cast iron fan that's based on Hunter's own
there we go.
early 20th century design.
You want to check the light when I do that?
Yep.
Low, medium, high, off. Okay, so not to interrupt Andy's story, but we know, but yes, to interrupt Andy's story. We know that everything's good here. There's no shortage, no escaping of magic smoke. So now instead of in series with the light, we're going to try it in series with the amp meter, so just out of curiosity's sake, to see what kind of current it draws on the various speeds. And so I've got it series with the amp meter there. And Andy can continue his story.
Okay. So anyway, I was really trying to get my dad a Hunter Original for his garage, and
2.43.
And said, well, I don't. He said he didn't have any for sale, which I took to mean he didn't have any.
That was a mistake you made there with with the words.
But I eventually ended up finding a suitable fan from another person on that same forum, and Dan started recruiting me to help him remove fans from locations around the Madison area that he had secured rights to add to his collection.
Quite a bit happened between then and there. Interrupting the story again, obviously I oiled it and extra oil is dripping out. As I've said, I believe in over-oiling. This one's making some bearing noise. This is low speed, and on low speed we're drawing 2.1 amps right now, which is around the same. The other one was, I think, 2.08. But this one is making some bearing noise that the other one didn't make. Which is obviously not because the bearings are dry, because they're thoroughly oiled. It just could be that they're worn. So I'll have to find out from some people who are more experts in antiques if that bearing is replaceable. Because if so, it might be a good idea to replace it. If not, I would just fill it with thicker oil and see if that quieted it down some. So that's low. Let's go to medium. 2.9, but it's going to drop.
We've confused the autofocus speed.
Oh, yeah. Oh, by the way, I don't think I've told you, if it ever gets out of focus, you just tap it, and then it focuses. So.
This one is supposed to work like that.
Yeah. 2.88 is where it's settled at for medium. I think this is the same as the other one, where there's no difference between medium and high. Let's try high. Nope. So I don't know if these are only 2-speed fans and they just have a 3-position switch, or if there's something wrong with both of them, or they're both miswired, or I don't know, because again, I'm not an expert in antiques, but you're getting low, high, high. So that's
Did
everybody see what they needed to see with it on? Should I kind of turn it off and let it spin down? Okay. We're gonna let it spin down. I'm debating whether to try it with any of the other controls. I think that maybe probably don't need to. We did the other one with all the controls, and I guess we'll do the solid state. Just do it the one way, because that would be quick, and that's kind of cool. So, Kevin, because you're not of this world of fans, this is a solid state control. It's an infinitely variable control. Instead of like high, medium, low, it's just like a dimmer switch that you can select any range of speeds. The difference between it and an actual dimmer switch is that there's a lot of filtering, because an electric motor can't handle what a light bulb can. And the downside to them is that not all motors are compatible with that, and that they're noisy. The upside is that you can get a really nice range of speeds, since the speeds are not incremental. So.
Oh yeah, I left out the first thing you recruited me to do was help remodel the basement at 12 Wings.
Oh yeah, that was the first thing. Is okay, hooking it up to the control. There's the control.
In the midst of a major fan installation project at the time.
And right now, in the very lowest setting, we are drawing. Oh, I forgot to plug it into itself. This was not my best work. I blame you guys. Okay. So, with your multiple stories and whatnot going on at once, all Kevin's and Andy's fault. So, and I don't even think, because I can't tell because the switch cover is missing, but I don't even think that I think it's still off up here. So we're going to go low, high, high. Drawing. Yep. What are you filming right now? You're the floor? We're at 0.8 now. 0.9. Taking a little more. This one's a little more stubborn than the last one was. We're all the way at 1.2. I'm going to drop it down some.
Lift off.
1.3. You hear the wind outside, by the way. It's a very windy day. Okay, that's still 1.3. I'm going to turn it an eighth of a turn. Takes us to 1.7. Turn another eighth of a turn. Takes us to 2.6. The bearing is very loud. Another eighth of a turn. Goes all the way up to 3, but then comes back down to 2.74. And then high is 2.76. And spinning down. I'm going to start putting this stuff away while it spins down, because we have organs to move.
Places to be and things to do.
More movers and shakers around here. Well, thank you very much, both of you talented cameramen, for these videos. And when I get back here later tonight, I'll be doing more videos. You coming back at all, Andy?
I don't think so for today, Dan.
Okay, well, thank you, Andy, for taking part.
Thanks for having me.
And excited to test the Sidewinders, add some antiques to my collection. Kevin has remained uncharacteristically silent during the filming. Okay, you know how to stop it? Thanks for watching.